So for the base defense, I use Mega Base Kyle. He gives you a +3 to your standard base of 3. So it's +6, so you can pretty much cover everything. And then I've got Frozen Castle, Lofty Architecture, Base MD, Power Modulation, and Hotfix. I got Supercharged Traps, but you don't use that because they're all passive traps. And that's what you gotta run for jail builds. Alright, so the worst part about being an end player, Twine Peaks, Fortnite Save the World, is having to farm. I got frustrated and I just destroyed my entire base because I had already finished Storm Shield Defense 5. And then I got to thinking, why don't I redo it with only jail builds? Entire thing. First one looks pretty. The first wave coming from the east side. The rest of them, not so much. I put the Mega Base Kyle, I put his base down right here. That way, all the jail cells benefit from the help. Here's the starting point. Got 4 jails down here on the bottom. Now if you put the spikes heal the walls, but do not put wall pushers anywhere by the spikes, because even if they go past the spikes, like you put it right over where one of these lights are, put a wall pusher instead, these spikes will kill any husks that go across the edge. I've only had one time a lobber spawned out here because it turns out that the AI will cheat. It will spawn lobbers and flingers outside the normal spawn zone and on top of structures sometimes too. Second set of jails, and had a environmental glitch. They can't get past the floor right here. It's another barrier, so they get stopped right here. And so I've never had any husks actually make it all the way up here. Now you do the smaller wall like that, and it helps guide the husks through the maze of walls, because they want to go the path of least resistance. This is the northern one, same kind of setup. Put the base right here. Two on the sides, 2 coming up the hill. Once again, don't put spike walls here for the wall punchers, knock them out. Down here is where the base goes. Tile is benefit, adds 3 to the regular base, which is 3. So you get 6 tiles of defense. It's enough to cover all the builds, all the jail. Now all these down here, the first 3 jail cells get destroyed when the spawn actually starts. when the wave starts. And they change it so that home base regenerates. They restore it back to what it is each time, which is not always helpful. Trying to figure out where they spawn start. I got 3 cells up here, and they haven't managed to get past this. You add the low wall on there. Get the healing from the base is usually enough to keep it going. Keep them out. 3 cells up here. They've never made it to this wall yet. I just did Shield Defense 6. Recorded on the PC and it screwed up, so I'm making this one on the Xbox. I decided to go for SSD 7. I went down in the pit. You gotta have air defense because, like I said, they will spawn random flingers and lobbers, and you don't know where they're gonna necessarily pop up. So you gotta have a little bit of air defense. I don't even know if they're going to spawn over on the other side, over there anymore. Got 3 here. Now this last cell, actually the bottom, they can knock out because it does walk up in the air. I don't know if they walked up and then walked back down, if they actually do that, or if some got stuck. But they did disappear. I don't know if they despawned because they were trapped or what. These 3 cells are new, because that storm shield wall was curving in, so they walked around half of these 2 jail cells. They normally concentrate right here on this point. I finished the cells, but I ran out of crystal and I gotta finish up these cells for when the next wave comes this way. Then I've got 2 cells in here. And in the middle, the wall puncher is a stall. It's got the lights are at 2 different rates. One of refresh is one is 9 seconds, other is 6, so it should keep them going. That's to prevent in case that we get the spawns over this way. Got some extra jail cells up the hill for any stragglers, but they should go this way for the path of least resistance. Should be enough to take care of. The pit. So I got 3 going this way, 3 jail cells. I've never had husks ever make it past a 3rd wall puncher. They always usually respawn enough when you get the line going to push them where you need to go. Of course, it is possibly dangerous having them this close with nothing else protecting the pit, but I do have at least another 4 there. Put the base right here, covers all the jail cells. Up this big wide entrance, go that way. Anybody comes up here, 3 jail cells. They try to exit through the smallest wall. The wall puncher sends them back to put them back in jail, or put them in jail. Added this extra little part here. I don't know if any of them will even come up this way. Keep their heads ringing. We got the rest of the jail cells down this way. 3 cells here, and another one of those multi-level lights, and a tar pit. Gotta add a few more tar pits over it. but they shouldn't be able to get all the way this way either. So. Alright, so there's normally 5 waves. The first 2 were timed. The third one over here was the third one over here was where you had to defeat 200 husks. I had to put up a big shield for the flingers and lobbers down at the bottom. Put the base right here, because this is the worst level for where they will spawn the flingers and lobbers on top of your buildings or outside of the regular spawn place. And I've only done it once, but they didn't manage to get past these 2 jail cells right here. They kept getting caught. They got stopped right here. They couldn't get through the small wall in time before it regenerated, and I just stood right over here in the corner. And the weapon you need to get, or to use if you have it, is the Noble Launcher. Because these shoot through walls. You just stand here, you charge it up. Blammo. 15 husks that have already been caught in the jail cells. They almost got past one wall right there, but they did not. You'll get takers will be coming through the walls, and whatever weapons easiest for you to use against them. Probably have to go outside a couple times and double check, or check maybe using the map to see if there's any lobbers or flingers that have spawned. Out here, got it all blocked off, and then they spawned there on the ground, so I had to make another shield. Got a whole bunch of lobbers over here spawning. So like I said, the AI likes to cheat. Extra aerial defense. This is all leftover stuff. I've never had them come from over this way. They've always been the other, which is why I probably built some more jail cells real quick. Pushers just to throw them off the cliff before I start them up. I never had need for them. Put the base right in here. Covers all the jail cells. Now that the storm shields, I had weak walls here earlier because I got blocked by the storm shield, but I didn't end up having to run this one. So now I've been able to buff it up. My one concern is this tunnel, so I've got the multi-level lights in here too. I have to add some tar pits. I've also got another launcher to more light stall. Should be enough to keep them out if it's timed. If it's not, I'll just have to stand there with the Noble Launcher and kill them. One by one, little by little. Over here was the best because they didn't get past 3 jail cells. I've added the flobber shield now that it's expanded, but good to go for whenever they actually come out. Over in this one corner, I added the lights because they were at the very end of the wave, close to getting through. I haven't had anything out here yet. I have the extra defenses in case I need to. In case there's anything spawning in the corners. I don't know if there's anything that actually will spawn up on this ledge. If so, then I might be in a little bit of trouble. Just have to build real quick. Put the base down right here. Covers everything. Oh, design was a little sloppy. You want to put walls on the sides of the ramp part right here too, because they can land when they get jumped up and land on them. Get out. Time. They just sat in their jail cells. They were good little husks, doing their time. They're honest. Got 3 more jail cells this way. Extra wall. 2 walls healing. That's the only way they can go. 1 more jail cell. And that's it. Supermax! Jail build storm shield defense.